In today's clip, we're going to be looking at casts that deal with accuracy, distance, and consistency. Let's have a look. Alright, so let's knock two of these casting strokes on the head straight away. First, accuracy. By winding the lure closer to the rod tip, you are going to become more accurate. But what's also going to happen is you're going to create less distance and more tangles. By dropping the lure further away from the rod tip, say down level with the first guide, you're going to create a slower, smoother release of line off the spool, giving you a more consistent line flow through the guides and gaining you a little bit more distance. So, two different casting strokes, let's have a look at them now. Putting the lure either right on the rod tip or starting with it about a foot or so below, 30 odd centimeters below the rod tip, is going to make the cast nice and accurate. There's two different types of rod swing motion that you can use. You can use the straight overhead action, which is by far the most accurate. We did a segment on that a few weeks ago. But there's another style of accuracy cast, and that's the low trajectory sweep. So what we're doing is we're casting the lure along the surface of the water. It's a very popular cast for people that fish off the front of a boat with a bow mount electric. It looks a little like this, where we get the rod and we sweep the rod tip down and low, circulating the rod over and under as we rotate through the casting stroke, like that. And that pushes the lure about 1 meter off the surface of the water. It's not the longest cast in the world, but you can become really accurate doing it. And the other style of cast that I really like is the long distance cast. And for that, I like to drop my lure about down to the first stripping guide level, okay? And then we sort of pendulum it backwards and forwards. So you drop it down, other hand on the butt, and rotate, a big rotation over the top. And what that does is it slows down the jump of the line coming off the spool, and that means that your line is going to flow through your guides a lot more consistently, a lot straighter, a lot flatter. It's not going to jump and pop through the guides and create those horrible guide tangles that everybody hates. A lot of people really try to push the boundaries of what the rod, the lure and the line are capable of doing. And winding the lure close to the rod tip and then trying to ping a really long cast is going to spike the line off the spool and give you nothing but headaches, dramas, casting loops, tangles around the guide. If this is happening to you, that's more than likely why. Don't blame the line, don't blame the reel, and certainly don't blame the rod. If it's got K guides on it, then you're sweet. The thing is, your lure is probably too close to your rod tip. Well, a couple of different casting techniques there. Two of them I really do like and use a lot. It's the low trajectory cast to get underneath obstacles, trees, pier pylons, bridges, all that sort of stuff. Keeping your lure low to the water stops the wind grabbing it, also stops the wind from grabbing your line and blowing it onto obstacles as well. The other cast I like there is the one that you drop your lure down to the first stripping guide. I use that a lot for soft bait fishing. It tends to not make the lure tumble in the air because it comes off the rod tip a lot smoother and a lot sweeter. My name is Adam Royter. Enjoy those casting tips and also enjoy your fishing. Get off! It's supposed to be a technical piece, not a fishing program. Go that way. Oi! Oi!